ride, I'm gonna ride foot up on the gas. And I don't wanna talk if it ain't about the cash. You wanna make it rain, I wanna make it last. And I'm not a nice guy, cause they finished last.
So in this episode, people always ask me about where I'm from, want to know more of a description of who I am as a person. I always ask, what part of Jersey, where is Lawnside, what is it about? I'm just going to give y'all like a quick description on kind of like the street, the area that I grew up in for the most part. By far, it's not the most dangerous neighborhood in America. It's not the hardest. There was a lot of values, hard lessons, a lot of good, a lot of bad, a lot of ugly, a lot of growth, a lot of fall, a lot of rise. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just going to give y'all like more so of a more thorough description on where I'm from in general and some of my adventures and all that on, you know, where my street is, on the avenue. I ain't gonna show y'all, you know, everything. Can't show y'all my mom's crib and all that other stuff, but I'm gonna go kind of like, you know, give y'all like a little quick walkthrough, tell y'all some stories. Now this is Lundy Avenue. There's two parts of Lawnside that Lawnside broke it down into two, you know, in the streets. It was called down the way and up the way. Lundy Ave is up the way. You know what I'm saying? I done seen this avenue go through multiple different like transitions. You know what I'm saying? Like, there used to be a phone booth right there, like a phone booth on the side, like a payphone. And as a little boy, I used to ride my bike down here. You know what I'm saying? And see certain things that was kind of like strange and awkward to me. It was like a lot of stuff I wasn't really like hip to and stuff like that. But I used to see this light-skinned cat walk up here. He always had a pager in his hand. And he used to walk up here and use the payphone all day. And I used to sit there at my bike on like the little strip on the side and just look at him and watch him. I wondered like, what was he doing? And I used to always wonder why my mother never wanted me to go to a certain part of the end of the street. And I always make sure I came in when it got to a certain time of day. I mean, any mother would, but it was crazy, it was different. I watched it go through a lot of different changes. Like there was times when it was, like right now, it's a lot more quiet when it's ever been. Like, you know, I mean, it's probably like a great atmosphere for a child really to grow up in. There was times when it absolutely wasn't a good area for any kid that I would recommend to grow up in. You know, I mean, I was a part of that issue, you know what I mean? When I was, you know, hustling or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I just wanted to get a brief walk. I grew up on this side, I grew up in 16 London. And, I grew up in a duplex house, you know, father, mother, sister, brother. I was the oldest though, oldest in the household. I got older brother, older sister, but they didn't live with me. That's Miss Ann house over there. Hopefully she's okay. The hospital came out here the other day. I seen an ambulance and the police out here. Hopefully she alright. Sometimes I take out the bottles for her, but she a little older now. My man Wiz, he like my brother. I knew him since I moved here when I was 6. He was 2 years old, and we've been like brothers and friends ever since. He held me down in like the worst of my situations, like when I got bagged and the police took my car, you know, he was there, he rode me around to do dirt in, like, and it's crazy because his dad was a cop. And one time we got hemmed up on the other side down the way. One time I was going to bust a move. And he pulled us out and took our shoes off, jacket. It was like 20 degrees outside. Lie to you not, man. I had an armor fatigue jacket on and took his shoes off, took his jacket off, everything. It was freezing cold outside. And the cop, man, I ain't gonna mention his name because I ain't gonna put him on blast. But he made us take everything off, search the car, couldn't find nothing. And then he did a BS move and called his pops. I was like, man. And I felt bad for that, you know what I mean? But the story on this street has had a lot of memories. I remember one time we was, we used to always freestyle. Like that's when I first started rapping. Like we used to always freestyle on my mom's patio or whatnot. And we heard gunshots. And I looked at him, and I looked at my brother, I looked at him, and we just kept rapping. But him, he was like, yo, let's go in the house. I'm like, bro, they not even, they all the way around the corner. Like, you know what I'm saying? They ain't worried about over here. But And then it's crazy because years later, all we heard, we was out, you know what I'm saying, we was out here, we was getting home, you know what I'm saying, crazy. And then all we heard was, yelling, screaming, shh, crash, bah, 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 bah. Police pulled up, bah, 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 bah. You wonder what's going on? This nigga Wiz says, get out. Like, nigga, we all the way around the corner, man. They not worried about us. They all the way at the top of the corner, man. I'm gonna just take another one. I live next door to my man Onion too. He passed away from cancer 3 years ago. That's my man Dex or whatever. He didn't see me go through like the worst. We filming for the episode 4 or whatever. I said we filming for episode 4 or whatever. Just giving him, like a quick brief run for I mean, it's good, bro.
It's good, people.
He didn't see me at the best and the worst. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we basically really grew up together.
Pretty much.
Like, that's my brother. Like,
yeah.
For real. Anything happen to him, I'll be they better watch their neck. For real.
That's my man, though. You know what I'm saying? I remember when I first came home, I was on ISP. I had a bracelet on my leg, and I wasn't let out of the crib. He held me down, and there were a lot of grim situations. You know what I'm saying? I'm always thankful for him for that. But I'm gonna get at you though. I'm gonna go down there, good looking though. Like I said, my man Onion lived over here. Boy, he died of cancer around, I think maybe about 4 or 5 years ago. That's my people. You know what I'm saying? And they just these new houses were just put up here not too long ago. I want to say maybe about a quarterly course, maybe 10 years ago. It used to be all woods. These houses weren't even here. It was really just all woods right here. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy because in a black neighborhood, you never thought you would see coyotes and turkeys and all different types of crazy animals, but I done seen all different types of stuff, man. You know what I mean? When I was a little boy, I used to come over here to ride my bike. Me, my brother, and my man Wiz. We used to roll through here, ride our bikes through here, and play football and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? That was before things got different. As I got older and started getting in the mud, you know what I mean? Now this house, I'm just gonna get real brief about it. I ain't really gonna go into detail, but this was the house. You know what I'm saying? You was getting money around here, doing whatever type of dirt you was doing. You was in this house. Lie to you not. Like, that's not a lie. It's not fraud. It's not nothing. Like I said, I'm not from the hardest neighborhood ever, nowhere near close. But this is probably the dirt, like the mud house. Like anything you could think of, but it had to do with anything trap orientated was going on in the house. We used to call it the Hard Rock Cafe. Ask anybody. Shout out to my man Guap, my man Tori, my man Che, my man Wills. We used to all be hanging around in here, man. And like I said, I was the youngest. They were all older than me. And it was a crazy experience, man. Guap, you crazy, man. Guap took me through a lot of stuff. I remember one time, I wasn't giving him something. I pulled up in here, I was riding some type of purple Buick truck or something. And he stole the license plate off my car because I wouldn't give it to him. I said, are you serious, bro? Like, you my man. Like, it's not like you a stranger, like, but he really did it like that. He really took the license plate off the truck and then wouldn't give it back to me because I wouldn't give him what he wanted. And he looked like he was about to cry in front of my face, so I just gave it to him. That was crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? It's all love, though. It's always all love, you know. And like I said, man, I learned a lot through these days, and you know what I'm saying? Learned a lot, man. I got robbed right there. You know what I'm saying? I robbed right here. I got chased by the cops up here. They was pulling around the corner. They seen me talking to the man. They pulled the corner. I had the gun. And he said, come here. I'm like, for what? Come here. And this is when they had the red unmarked car. Hops out. I take off. And I had the joint on me. And it dropped out. The clip dropped out. So I ran. I jumped. And I jumped over the gate. And when I jumped over the gate, I ran to the barbershop. They kicked the barbershop door. Boom. I ran across the street. I duffed everything underneath the stairs. Guy comes outside, like, what are you doing in my yard? I said, man, I ain't doing nothing, just going to take a piss. Ran back across the street, put my hands up, and put me in cuffs. I had to bail out $1,500 that night for resisting arrest. I don't understand how that was, because I never was under arrest. You know what I'm saying? Down this way, my man Wills lived at the edge of the corner. I recorded my first project, self-portrait in there. We did like 85% of the joint in there, and the other one I did over my man Raheem Curve around the corner. That was like my first real, when I say breakthrough, full album joint. Like I said, it's real brief. I'm gonna go further deep into it, more depth into Lawnside or whatever. But like I said, man, I done seen this go through a lot of transitions and changes. It's good for the kids, you know what I'm saying, because it calmed down with a lot of the activity, you know what I'm saying, the negative stuff. But the community life is kind of dead out here, you know what I'm saying. I really feel like it's not like kids know each other, you know what I mean. Everybody playing with the neighbors and all that. But God willing, you know what I mean. What goes around comes around. We ended up bringing the beat back. But besides my run through of what my experiences were on this street, it's not all negative. There's a lot of positive too. You know what I mean? A lot of positive with neighborhood people and like everybody knowing everybody, and it was always all love. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what we was doing. So y'all got the brief run through. Of where I'm from, what I did, real brief. Y'all want to know the rest of the story? Listen to the raps. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What up? Yo, follow the leader. I give it all with better choice. I extend limbs and I'm pushing on a pressure point. Precisely articulate. Do it with a clever voice. That work tastes good when it's dry, but it's better moist. Phone's ringing off the hook and won't stop it. Moms kicked me out and I went straight to the mosh pit. So I grabbed soft and went straight to the crock pit. Alligator teeth and bags, that straight drop shit. Nowadays I fall back on these lyrics. Cooking up balls, you gotta flip with a skillet. That wrong, strong aroma, it pops out when you peel it. That unobvious reality, I reveal it. Feeling like I'm stuck in the cold world. This world only sees with its eyes. Shout out the cold world. You can't cry when it gets real. You a whole girl unless you wanna stay under sea. That is not thorough. The work that you work, it ain't working your time frame. Every aspect of this life is a mind game. You ain't where you wanna be. Step up your grind game. Some people born with it, others just find shame. Feeling like I'm giving no ticket seats. You ain't saying nothing, so relaxing and take a seat. I'm stuck in the war of the mind and it's no retreat. There ain't no remote, no fast forward, and it's no repeat. Everybody rap, but don't nobody know the beat. Here's another body, make sure that he know the beach. Carve my name inside his head, just so that they know it's me. When you throw him in the sea, make sure that they see his feet. No talking in the talking, they ain't saying much. You ain't the same as us, you just play with us. Smoking angel dust, sniffing cane and such. I'ma flip your brain and such. Most niggas is sane as fuck, I'm busting rhymes dangerous. You stupid if you thinking you the only one. She gotta do for everything, but only one know her son. She don't do commitment, nigga, she just know to run. On the phone all day complaining and just blowing gum. Stay true to yourself, nigga, rep where you from. Remember that there's only one you and your time will come. Stay consistent, understand that you gifted. Gotta hustle hard, don't sit around and get lifted. Having ups and downs is all a part of the mission. I would never say it's easy, my nigga, don't get it twisted. Great is something, no, I'm soon to be. The difference between me and you is the opportunity for the self-improvement, and then it's mixed with the unity. Dolo type of guy, sometimes company ruin me. I ain't selfish, just enjoy my alone time. Full tenant in the crown as I listen to phone time. Send my man a kite, I should've gave him some phone time. But the time is money, costs a lot in that phone slime. Nah, I don't play the club, I'm a lounge dude. I be on the hustle, so I be underground cool. Type to give it all just to see how that crowd move. The rap game a pain in the ass, it looks and sounds cool. I love to put in work, cause I feel it made me. I don't like to work a job, cause it make me lazy. I've been robbed a few times and it made me crazy. From a land my mothers had babies just to play with babies. And every move is pivotal, comprehension is critical. Built off opinions and every message subliminal. Bad move will finish you. When fighting with life, you gotta hit it with the finish move. Fatality, hard to deal with reality. Won't give you opportunity, but quick to say that you talented. Hard work and happiness, gotta learn to balance it. One time to live, don't get a second time around this shit. I peep game and observe how your head works. You been watching shorty trying to see how their head works. Gotta stay focused, keep your mind on your bread first. Shorty need bread, but you gotta be fed first. The world been in hell since he been in office. Looking for someone to blame, you should be taking offense. Take one step at a time and proceed with caution. Everybody out here running, but they should be walking. Nigga, you don't put in work, you work a lot. Out here working don't mean working at the burger spot. All black duffel and it's looking like a body in it. Merchandise for sale, nigga, is you trying to get it? Beastmaster, I was raised around the animals. The women that like to take flesh grew up with Hannibal. Instead of wanting a handout, look at what life handed you. They have you on the boat adrift, nigga, they stranded you. I represent the L to the fullest, till my flesh dried and gray and I'm dead with a bullet. I was looking for the plug, nowadays they just pull it. Revenge is real, nigga, I should, but I shouldn't.